everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad y'all are here. My name is Raquel. Today we're gonna talk about how to keep an inbox to zero. An artist's Gmail to inbox. Sounds like a dream, but it is possible. Okay. We are featuring Morcilla. Say hi, Morcilla. We're fostering Morcilla for a while as a trial. No, man. To see what happens, trying to convince people in this household to keep her. Anyways, okay, as an artist myself, it's something that I kind of learned in the long run as a counselor. There's a lot of organization that you need to be doing, and even so a lot more when you're creating your own exhibitions as a mentor. So I absolutely cannot afford to have an unorganized inbox. And you know, the reason why I'm making this video is to, you don't need to keep 10k emails in your inbox to feel productive or busy. Okay, and also you don't need to keep 10k emails because you're an artist. You really don't have to do that. I made this video for y'all to also manage the storage in Gmail that you actually need, to not miss emails that you really need to keep in top priority right now, actual emails that you cannot miss or you can't afford to miss at the moment. That's why you gotta keep it as, close to zero as possible. Also because your email really doesn't have to be overwhelming. It really doesn't have to be. By the way, getting your 10k Gmail inbox to zero is going to take time. Okay, especially if you have emails in there that you really can't afford to miss. Therefore, if you understand that you still have emails in the ocean of 10k emails in there, yes, it's going to take time to, sort through them. If you understand that you gotta do that, if you have, very important emails in there that you really cannot have deleted, go ahead, sort it and take your time. Otherwise, if you understand that you don't have anything, very important in there that you cannot delete, go ahead and do delete your emails in batches, and I'll show you how to do that too. And this video is gonna be important to you to ask yourself, realistically, you're not gonna have your whole email at 100% all the time. Okay, personally, I feel confident, I feel comfortable with having having 10 emails in my inbox. That is manageable to me. No, it's really up to you how you find yourself in your workflow with your Gmail and your inbox management. But other than that, you really have to be true to yourself. If you happen to get your inbox to zero, great. If not, what would be an amount that is comfortable for you and not overwhelming. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not missing anything, so I'm gonna be having my my notes in here. We're gonna be going over labels and sublabels. We're gonna also be talking about folders, filters and automations. We're gonna be talking about the workflow, how the workflow on getting your inbox together will look like. And also we're gonna be talking about snoozing and the scheduled, the schedule send kind of features. Okay. By the way, let's go back to this inbox real quick. So you see it says like 4K kind of situation. Actually, I actually have a total of 6K. This is your real amount of inbox emails. This is the real amount of emails that you have. So this is just to give you an idea, because it gives you, older stuff, right? So we're gonna go back again. Just wanted to get that clear. This is just a total of number of emails that are not read, but this is the amount of emails that you actually have in total. So we're gonna be going over that soon. But first off, we're gonna be talking about labels, right? So what are labels? Labels are a very helpful visual things here that allow me to see, just, to categorize, for example, here, what is what, right? What kind of priorities, what kind of important things do I have here? where my priorities can shift from time to time, right? So as an artist, I do, I'm constantly managing, different art fairs, exhibitions, freelance, colorful artists, and so on and so forth. And then I also have some personal labels here. Now, this really allows me to have a better idea of what kind of emails am I receiving, okay? So also, you can create sublabels. Let's just start off by creating a label, okay? So you can go ahead and type in, let's see, film festivals. And then under, you can nest that particular label under any other existing label that you already created. That could be under exhibitions or whatever you understand that makes sense to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and create that. Now I'm gonna look it up right here. Film festivals. I'm gonna change the color since I already have black. I'm gonna go ahead and probably like a fuchsia pink. I don't know. Fuchsia pink situation. Sure, let's do this one with a yellow color. There we go. So that's where it goes, and then you can, as you sort out and start using your labels to your advantage and understanding, which is what, you can already do so here. So now we're gonna talk about, folders in a second, but I wanted to make sure that, we were still here. So I wanted to let y'all know that every time a label is created, that it automatically creates its own folder. Okay, so this is gonna be really important because every time I see my email here that says home, I select it and then I move it to home, my home folder. I go in there, then when I go into home, I already see it here. So don't let yourself get overwhelmed with this. There's a way to make this process a lot doable, manageable, in a way that you can actually enjoy this process. And then, those are the folders. That's what it allows you to do. And then let's say that person in this email that I just put into my home folder responds back to me. It will automatically come back here to my inbox with the home label. We're gonna go talk about the folders, right? You can think of folders as, let's go to memberships. I have a membership here that I often go to, that I often read about. And a folder can be used as a secondary inbox if you wanted to. And I'm not talking about these. These are somehow helpful. But if you want to customize your primary inbox, if you will, that's what this video is for. You're going to be creating these different folders just so that you don't have to resolve every single email by deleting it. Okay, so what you're doing is that you are archiving an email to its respective folder in a way that you don't lose information. You're actually using the amount of storage that you actually need. Okay, so that's why we're doing this. Again, once a label is created, its own folder is created. My favorite personally is the one that I called is done. So every time you finish answering an email from somebody and everything confidently, you can just click it's done. Is done. And then hit apply. Okay. And then of course, whenever you're ready at the end of your day, you can already select everything that is labeled is done and place it on your is done folder. Okay, and if somebody responds back, you will be able to bring that email onto, that email is gonna bounce back to your inbox and it's going to keep the label, so you'll be able to see it and it's gonna be already identified. So this is like a very nice visual kind of opportunity for you to see what kind of emails are getting in. Now, we're gonna go ahead and get started on, like I said, these secondary inboxes are going to be important if you wanted to look at certain information at your own time, right? For example, if I were to create another label, this is called newsletters. This just like you can also, of course, let's say this is like a mother, some sort of mother label here, right? Newsletters, gonna change it. I know it's gonna be some sort of repeat color here or whatever, but newsletters, right? And then you can already create, you can add a sublabel right here, and you can create a newsletter of, I don't know, Chicago Tribune. Sorry, y'all, it's the only one that I had in mind. Tribune, can't even type right now. Great, it's already in here, right? So, I can just be having all of these emails from the Chicago Tribune newsletter already set up. And look what happens when, I click here. It's newsletter Chicago Tribune. So it already has it identified with a specific newsletter that you want. I hit apply, already set up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and move it to newsletters. There we go. So you already subtracted emails from your inbox without having to hit delete. Okay, by the way, if you understand that you don't have anything important in your 10K ocean of emails, you can already just click here, this little thing here, with that it just clicks everything else, and you just hit delete, right? So you can keep doing this. Make sure you do this on every single one of these. Hey, it takes a lot less time than, sorting all of this first. And then deleting and spreading things out in your ideal folders, right? Again, you can create a filter here. We go to settings, see all settings, and then we go to filters, create a new filter. This label is going to be job opportunities. These right here are memberships. It's so satisfying to label these, honestly. This is how your workflow would be like. Of course, these labels are gonna be a lot more scattered than what they are right now. See, film festivals apply. Cool. So at your beginning of your day, especially if you work at a 9-to-5 kind of situation, this is what, this labeling your email also counts as sorting your email. Also means working on your email. Labeling stuff like this, labeling emails coming in, it also counts as working on your email. Okay, so this is something for you to know. Don't feel pressured that every time you resolve and answer an email counts only as working on your email. Yes, it counts, but also sorting, also organizing it. That's part of working on your email. Okay. Also, all right. So let's say at work is 3:30, I don't know, or 2:30. Let's go ahead and start answering those emails that you really need to answer. This is the time to actually answer those, unless unless of course you have something very urgent to answer, right? Really, you understand better than me your priorities on, you know, whatever you need to answer on your situation. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, populate whatever I need to populate or answer. And we're gonna talk about here about, you know, answering your top priority emails. Answer your top priority emails, and once you answer them, you just go ahead and that's my favorite. This is my favorite part. You add them to is done, and it's going to remove those things from your email. I undo that. Okay, so that's kind of like my favorite part here. And because like you don't know the answer to this question, right? So what you're gonna do is gonna snooze. You're gonna snooze until a specific date and time that you might have, and you place it here. Let's say it's gonna be tomorrow, you know, at 8. Save, and it leaves it, you know, it actually takes it out of your inbox. I'm gonna try with this one. Has nothing to do with it, but I'm going to snooze this. Remember, that was on my inbox. I'm gonna receive this on the 14th of September. I'm going to save it, and it actually leaves my inbox, so that on September 14th it's gonna come right back. Okay, so that this could be helpful for multiple, you know, for multiple reasons. But also one of the features that I'm kind of really excited about is about, you know, scheduling a reminder, scheduling emails too. This is great for quarter reminders. This is great for like a once a month reminder that you want that to be automatically. You can schedule that. I gotta do this. I'm gonna put this myself. I'm going to, you're gonna make sure you set up your address, schedule send, select date and time, and I'm gonna make sure that, you know, schedule send, and I can view the message here, and I can do it again. I can do another one. October the 14th, save, so on and so forth. So it's like a really great way to kind of stay on track with long-term tasks, right? So that can be very helpful. And yeah, those are the last two things. That I have on my end. We talked about the workflow, and yeah. So I hope this was helpful. I really hope this was helpful. It was helpful to me when I was kind of like trying to figure this out about this email situation, that why it has to be so ugly and like not welcoming. So that's pretty much this is how you actually organize your email. Let me go ahead and stop recording. All right, everyone, I hope this was helpful. Again, your inbox doesn't have to be hell. Your inbox actually can be a pretty satisfying part of the day, especially if you have the milestone of getting rid of all those emails. Also, being honest with yourself, if it's most manageable to keep only up to 10 emails in your inbox, go ahead and do that. I don't feel terrible. I do not guilt myself, and I do not feel bad about myself when I keep it up to 10 emails in my inbox. But if I get to 0, that's beautiful. And that's when I change the background of my Gmail. Make sure you hit like on this video, really helps the channel. Also make sure you get subscribed to the channel and hit the bell notification so you never miss one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave. So thank you, everyone.